And boom, just like that, it's Thursday night. You know what that means. It's party time with the Video Bros. I'm Bobby Munson, and the man beside me, the man with the angelic voice, he's Papa Smokes. Papa Smokes, trivia night, brother. How the hell are you doing?
Man, I couldn't be happier, Munson. It's another Thursday night. We get to hang with our wrestling friends live on YouTube and Twitch. And not only that, the return of Pub Trivia Night. What the F do we know about wrestling? This is going to be great, man. I can feel the big fight tension now. Who's going to pull ahead? Who's going to fall behind? And who's going to be the champ at the end of the night? Two champs.
That's right, two champs. We're going to get them in here. Both are actually in here. We're going to get started in a little bit. But saying hello to our Twitch champ. I'm here. My title's here. I'm ready to defend Chris Best, CBRS Entertainment.
All right.
The team that hosts Turnbuckle Talk on Tuesday nights at 8:05 p.m. Eastern Time. Also part of the Monday Night Watch Along on Monday nights, 8 p.m. Eastern Time. And the other champ, the YouTube champ, it's our good friend Bobby Stats is up in the house. Yes, Itchy Man wrestled against Jesus Rodriguez on MLW Fusion tonight. I was watching a bit of that before Papa Smokes and I did some match calling. And Selena De La Renta, this is huge, announced Alex Kane versus Jacob Fatu for the MLW World Heavyweight Championship at Fightland. I would have assumed it was going to be Cardona, but instead we're getting Fatu. This is very, very interesting.
It's crazy. That's such a huge main event. What kind of a show is Fightland? Can you refresh my memory here, Munson? Is this a pay-per-view event, so to speak, as they are these days?
Yes, exactly. The ones that we've been watching, the watch-alongs. This is going to be the next one in the canon, Saturday, November the 18th, live on Fight TV. So we will be doing another Video Bros watch-along tailgate party to this particular event. Again, I would have assumed this was going to be Cardona shot with what we saw at the end of the last card there, but no, instead Jacob fought too. So interesting to see. Maybe Cardona's busy that night, or maybe some shenanigans are abroad for the Beaumaye captain.
Yeah, and it's also puzzling because they haven't left themselves all that much time to build that match. I mean, a matter of 5 weeks or something like that. So they better get busy and start building that encounter.
They sure do. Barry Monkey's up in the house, ready to join us over on the Twitch side, saying, YouTube, now I'm not wanting to start any conflict, but they're a bunch of half-wits, says Barry Monkey. And the jabs are being taken already. We love it. Maybe Matt Cardona will wrestle someone else. It's very possible. If he's available that night for MLW, I can definitely see it happening. I'm might as well take advantage of having his name there while you still have him. Speaking of names, Papa Smoke, we saw a lot of those here just this last weekend at Prairie Pro Wrestling. As we say, what's up, Dara the Amazing, joining us over on the YouTube side.
Hello.
Dara the Amazing, are you also going to make your way over to the Twitch side as well too, or are you just going after Bobby's YouTube championship here tonight? Also, everybody who's going to be participating in the actual trivia here tonight, just give me a yes in the chat. I will add you to the list so I can keep track of the points here tonight. So we got our champ Bobby over on the YouTube side. We've got our other champ Chris at Best over on the Twitch side. We've got Barry Monkey over on the Twitch side. I've got Dara the Amazing saying maybe. So we're going to put down for now at least Dara the Amazing over on YouTube.
Munson, no half points this time. Let's keep this straight up, fair and square.
All right, that's right. No half points. I like the sounds of that. We got Basser floating in and out, he says. So I guess we can't count Basser in as a playable character on this one. But that's okay.
Yeah, I want to talk about Basser a little bit here, Munson. You know what I'm getting at here. He did one heck of a job the other night.
And took a shit kicking while he was at it, too. I'm sure you've seen. Yeah, but Ed Fry said he can't stick around for the trivia tonight. He's got to watch Loki, and he's going to be going live after Ring Respect Radio ends. They're going to be going live with Marvel Talk. Him and Andre C. bringing you all the latest on Loki Season 2. So check that out.
All right, Ed. You're off the hook this time, Ed.
Basser deserved double points for watch. What rubbish was he watching? I'm curious, Barry. Dude, I'm in hell. Spencer. Okay, why don't we just get down to it before we get to trivia here and we let a few more people float in? Pro Wrestling Ring of Horrors 2 happened on Saturday night. And the reason Pop Smokes wants to talk about Basser, and I'm going to let him, is because taping the main event or the co-main event, whatever you want to call it, the chairs match between El Asesino and Cannonball Kelly was every bit as chaotic and more than what we talked about. Papa Smokes, from a ringside perspective for yourself and Basser, I've seen the aftermath of what Basser looked like, and I didn't get a chance to talk to you too much about it. Let us know what that was like.
Yeah, you kind of just touched on it right there, Munson. We knew it was going to be crazy. I had a dreading feeling in the back of my mind, before this card, because I've done the battle royals before. Those are kind of tough for the cameramen, especially on my side. You get guys, 250-pound men getting flung over the top rope on top of you. That's a little bit stressful. But I wanted to tip my hat to Basser. He did one heck of a job on the cameras the other night. And as you saw, he inevitably became part of the action. He got trampled on, he got steamrolled, he was jumping up onto the apron, he was jumping over the crowd barrier, anything to get the shot, to participate, to be a video bro, and still be part of the action at the same time. Gotta tip my hat to him. And at the same time, I was doing the same thing. So Barry Horowitz style, I get a pat on my own back for that 2 months.
Yeah. You guys did absolutely fantastic. Glad to see it. BDJ joined us, 306.
Yeah.
Basser getting that money shot. Yes, the infamous Munson money shot has been taken over at ringside by Basser. Basser saying, I'm blessed to be with the Video Kings. Man, that was hell down at ringside. You guys did amazing work. I got to take the hard cam side of things. So, I mean, the only up close part of the action was when they were in the audience by the concession. I managed to run in on that section. The footage is great. It is absolutely amazing. But, you talking about footage, I just want you all to know, here is the right there at Prairie Pro Wrestling SK. We are running a little bit of a push for subscribers right now at Prairie Pro Wrestling. So we started at 620 subscribers as of Monday. And I said to the PPW Nation, if we can get to 675 subscribers by the end of Friday, that this Saturday, instead of your regularly scheduled Prairie Pro Wrestling matchup, you will get in its entirety, fully edited, the Prairie Pro Wrestling Halloween costume battle royal from Ring of Horrors 2, along with, get this, guest commentary taking over for the two of us. We have legendary Ed Whalen and Jesse the Body Ventura. And then we got Basser saying, what?
Oh,
and
yeah.
BDJ saying, did Tony Novak win the 50-50? that comes across very funny to us.
I think it's Tony Novak's illegitimate son that won.
That's what it is right there. But yes, we are actually at 671 subscribers at Prairie Pro Wrestling over on YouTube, 4 away from hitting that mark. So if we can get 4 more YouTube subscribers before the end of tomorrow, 4 more, that's all we're asking for. We got to get over the hump, get everybody you can to subscribe. Yes, by the end of tomorrow night, if we can do this, then it is ready to go. The Halloween costume battle royal will be released this Saturday afternoon for all of you. BDJ, I'm assuming, my friend, that you're going to be participating in the trivia here tonight over on the Twitch side. So I'm going to write your name down as part of this. Basser saying he's going to get us over that 675 mark. There we go. That's a video bro and a team player right there. Give me the night. Perfect, my man. Perfect. I'm sure I'm going to wake up to more than the 675 that we're asking for here when I get up in the morning and check that YouTube stat. But yeah, it's going to be fun. I think people will enjoy it. I'm certain. I have all the confidence in the world, but what a chaotic night. High energy. Get this, Prairie Pro Wrestling for the first time ever, and I hate to say this, and I apologize to everybody who was waiting out in the cold night to get into the Prairie Pro Wrestling show. We had to turn people away for the first time ever. We were at capacity, and we still had a lineup through the parking lot, onto the street, and in front of the bar next door, and they weren't lined up to get in the bar. They were lined up for Prairie Pro Wrestling, and for the first time ever, we had to let a lot of fans down, Pop Smokes, and not allow them in there. Man, what a riot of a show. You could not move in that damn building.
Yeah, I mean, we've been lucky. We've been blessed with such a strong fan base, such rabid fans we have here in Saskatoon. We always get such a huge turnout, but this time just dwarfed all the rest of them. There had to be our normal capacity crowd plus another third of that again, because I don't even know what the numbers were, but it was packed, it was sweaty, it was loud, and it's the kind of wrestling show that you have to attend at least once in person because there isn't any other feeling like that. There's a feeling of energy that goes throughout the crowd. It goes through the crowd, it goes up into the ring to the performers, and the performers filter it right back to the crowd, and it's an exchange. That was a perfect example of it on Saturday night for Ring of Horrors. All the preliminary matches before the break were so strong. We have such a deep roster now that we can put on really good matches. Those tag team matches were great. They had the fans on the edge of their seat, so well put together. And then after the intermission for the co-main event and the main event, the costume battle royal, but Munson, Assassino versus Cannonball chairs match.
Wow.
I mean, I don't know what to say. We anticipated the violence and the lunacy of this match, but you have to admit it went way beyond what I thought it was going to be.
Oh, for sure. I mean, we're talking barbed wire steel chairs. We're talking other steel chairs. We're talking wheelchairs. I never in this world thought wheelchair when I thought of a chairs match, yet Assassino and Cannonball Kelly, wheelchair goes through their mind, and that gets utilized in the match. I can't wait to be able to deliver it to all of you fans over at the Prairie Pro Wrestling YouTube channel. Again, that will be coming up further down the road. We still got a lot of matches to get through and get to that one, but there was a lot of great matches, a lot of great people out there, and a huge announcement, Pop Smokes. We are introducing for the first time ever, the Prairie Pro Wrestling Tag Team Championships. Officially, they are going to, I believe, be unveiled at the show on December the 2nd live in Saskatoon. I don't know what the PPW management has in store, whether it's going to be tournament, whether it's just going to be putting the top tag teams in there. But of course, we heard Crash Crimson mention that he believes that the Clandestine Society are probably going to be the ones most likely, or favored at least, to win those title. But then we saw what someone thought of that. And that man is Bucky McGraw, Wrestling Smartest Man, who said he's found the tag team he believes will be the first ever tag team champions. And out comes Dixie Dragon and the return of Jacob Creed, the outlaw cowboy that knows how to mess things up. Oh my God, man. I've been wanting the day Creed comes back, because this guy is a menace. And now he's back, and Bucky's got this muscle on his side, and they laid the Clandestine Society out flat a couple of times within the night. This is a scary looking team.
Absolutely. And this had to be the real big news of the evening, because it has all kinds of implications for this brand new tag team scene that we've got going. Munson, I'm sure you had a little peek at the design for those belts, which are coming up, the actual physical belts, which will be coming up in the near future. PPW fans, stay tuned for that. But just as Crash Crimson said, we've got a dominant tag team on the scene, the Clandestine Society, very popular. The fans love them, and they've done extremely well in their matches in PPW. Now, we've seen Berat Gorani with various partners. He's starting to pick up some momentum in forming a team that can compete with the Clandestine Society. But look what we saw this time. Bucky McGraw bringing out his steamroller tag team. And those guys walk by me at ringside. They're so huge. Dixie Dragon is an absolutely massive side of beef, not to mention Jacob Creed. And Munson, I still have some feelings about last time Jacob Creed was kicking around PPW. I don't like him. I don't trust the guy. I think he's up to no good. But PPW, forgiving and forgetting some of his past transgressions, have got him now in this tag team scene in PPW. And man, it's just heated up the whole thing in a big hurry. They laid waste to Clandestine Society. And you know that Blaze and the Rhinestone Cowboy aren't going to forget the beating they took from Creed and the Dixie Dragon. This has got rematch, or should I say not rematch, but big match written all over it for the next PPW event. I can't wait to see these two teams clash head to head in the middle of the ring.
It's going to be a very, very great clash. I had Bobby Stats, our good buddy Bobby Stats, saying he just subscribed to Prairie Pro Wrestling on YouTube. Boom. That means we're right where Basser says we are at 672. We're 3 away from making that dream come true for the PPW Nation and releasing the Halloween costume battle royal with our special guest commentators, Ed Whalen and Jesse the Body Ventura. If you want that to happen on Saturday, 3 more subs to go and we will get there. My kids will be following by 9. Perfect. Sounds good. We accept all. I know that you're already well aware of the content that PPW delivers. So if you're okay with your kids seeing that, you're one awesome father. So
yeah, it's mostly family oriented. Yeah, mostly.
Just, sometimes the music that brings them out. That's about where the mostly stops. Anyway, we came here for some pub trivia, I believe. I think everyone's excited to play some pub trivia, so I think we better get started. It's Basser family oriented. I like that word. There you go. Parrish has got it right there. It's Basser family oriented. That's a good family right there. A family who watch PPW together is a family that sticks together. But yeah, let's get on with what the fuck do we know about wrestling? Pub Trivia Night number 4, the Spooktacular Special, because we got Halloween just around the corner. So I have written the questions myself for tonight. I fact-checked the questions here tonight, triple-checked the fact questions, and everything's good to go. We've got a great night of trivia ahead of ourselves. We've got champions Chris Best, CBRS Entertainment, over on the Twitch side. We've got Bobby Stats, the YouTube champion, defending on his side. Barry is hating those ads, bloody ads, he says. Well, we're out of the ads now. Hopefully we are good. fact checker. Well, Bobby Stats will always keep me in line when it comes to fact checking, that's for sure. Papa Smokes will back it up. If Papa Smokes disagrees with anything, we will double check and just make sure I am not lying to you. So, chat, facts are checked. The players are in. Let's get started with part 4 of What the Fuck Do We Know About Wrestling? Spooktacular Special. All right. Here we go.
Let's do it.
Oh, hold on. I think I got something else here for you guys. Just 1 second. I think I might have the rules. I think we have to get to the point where we have rules here for this game. So I've conducted a rules page here. So pay attention to your screens. All right. As always, rule number 1 is always get Papa Smokes a beer. Rule number 2, please remain from looking up the answers. We know you can Google this shit, but come on, try to play fair as much as possible and try to give your answers based on what you think. Number 3, cut chat promos, but be respectful. Again, anything that's a little out of line will not be served up on the screen. If you want to get those on the screen, make sure you keep them respectful. And number 4, always keep it fun and intoxicated. Other than that, just enjoy.
That's a good set of rules as rules go, Munson. I'm quite down with following these. I'm not a big rule follower, but these are some pretty good ones.
That's right. And yes, I've also got you down as Dare Amazing over on the Twitch side as well, too. So we're good to go there. As it stands right now, we have got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 competing on the Twitch side of things. We've only got 2 on the YouTube side of things. I can't see him. Where is he? So yeah, we've got only 2. So Bobby, you've only got 1 person chasing your title, and that's Darrow the Amazing. We're here tonight, so we'll see if Darrow the Amazing can topple the YouTube champion, or maybe we'll have a last-minute run-in. Somebody wants to get on the YouTube side. Oh, YouTubers are running scared. There we go. That's keeping it. I like that. Barry knows how to get this done. Those promos coming in. Okay, there we go. Chris Parrish is going to take part on the YouTube side. Now we're mixing it up a little bit here. All right, so YouTube, Chris Parrish, we got now. And what we got here? I don't answer Mud Show questions. Well, good thing I'm not asking Mud Show questions.
You better not, Munson.
You better not. And Darrow the Amazing wants to know, what's wrong with YouTubers? Yeah, exactly. I appreciate the YouTubers. I appreciate the Twitchers. I appreciate them all. You know, I also appreciate all the people that go to all those socials on that ticker down below. You can go check out OLE podcasts all over the place. Check us out. Sub, like, follow, all that jazz. Now on to the questions. It's time to play Trivia Night. Trivia Night. Hopefully you got your drinks in hand. We're ready for question number 1. Ticker. Yeah, ticker. That's a ticker. Yeah, you see it. Pop Smokes gets his own ticker. It comes up later in the show. All right, question number 1. Question number 1. Doink the Clown was portrayed by multiple people. Who was the original to portray him? Was it A, Steve Lombardi, B, Steve Cairn, C, Matt Osborne, or D, Ray Apollo? You have 30 seconds to answer. Already got Chris Best over there trying to get in early with that one before I even finish the question. Chris Best getting in on that. Barry Monkey getting in on his answer. Parrish in on his. We got BDJ coming in with an answer. I hope you got your answer ready, Papa Smokes. I'm pretty sure you're very familiar with who the gentleman behind the original Doink the Clown gimmick was. We got just about most of the answers there. I think I'm waiting on Bobby's answer to come in. Bobby, we're waiting on you, my man. All right, there we go. We got Bobby's answer. I'm going to give him one last 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Answers are locked. Everybody answered the exact same thing. Papa Smokes, what would you have answered for this one?
Oh, geez, I hope I'm with everybody else then. I'm going with Steve Lombardi.
Oh, actually, no. It was Matt Osborne. That was the original Doink the Clown. So everybody else in the chat actually did get it right and will be receiving a full point. There's no half points tonight at the request of Papa Smokes.
Munson, it's Matt Bourne, though, isn't it?
Or Matt Bourne, sorry. Too many of those green puffs before we went live. You know what I'm just saying.
Yeah, that threw me off a little bit. I thought it was Matt Bourne.
All right. Well, we'll say that I screwed it up and that that's the only reason.
Oh, it's all good. It's all good.
It's the Bourne identity, says Chris Parrish.
Yeah.
CBS Entertainment, a little piece of trivia. I played Doink for an indie show. Where's the proof, Chris Best? I want
nice.
That's
nice.
Awesome.
Picks or it didn't happen.
Half points are for Riders fans. Fuck you, Parrish. Good thing I'm not a Riders fan.
Yeah, good thing.
Neither is Papa Smokes, so it's all good. Oh, you got the wig still. Oh, well, I know what you're wearing on the watch along or on Turnbuckle Talk on Tuesday. See as you're on the Halloween. Yeah. Halloween. You're doing it. Doink the Clown on Turnbuckle Talk. I'm telling you, Chris. It's got to happen, but don't smell his flower, I beg of you. I know those tricks. All right, moving along. Everybody gets a point on that one, so everybody's still tied, both on the YouTube side and the Twitch side. Moving on to question number 2. Wow, BDJ. Doink wig would work for Rider fans too. Yeah, it really would. Doink the Clown fit right in at a Saskatchewan Roughriders game. I'm certain of that.
Yeah, there's no more of those this year, though.
No. they like to wrap their seasons up early and go golfing as soon as possible. Question number 2. Kevin Sullivan masterminded a villain stable in WCW to destroy Hulkamania. The group consisted of Kamala, the Zodiac, Meng, and Vader. What was the name of said stable? Was it A, Dungeon of Doom, B, the Dangerous Alliance, C, Doom, or D, Killer Death Machines? You have 30 seconds starting now. Papa Smokes, I know you know this one.
Yeah, but I like some of the other suggestions too.
You got to throw some in there to make sure to keep people honest and make sure they're getting the right one.
For sure.
You got. I once sat on a bench in the park talking to a clown. About 5 minutes later, I realized he had fallen asleep and urinated himself. Oh, man. I told my mom not to be in the park talking to strangers when she's been drinking like that. It's not cool. All right. I believe we got just about all the answers in by the looks of it. I'm going to give you guys a final countdown of 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Answers are locked. Again, we have a chat that is fully committed to the same answer. Papa Smokes, give us that answer.
I'm going with A, Dungeon of Doom.
And you would be on board with the rest of the chat, and everybody picking up points on that one. It was Dungeon of Doom. There we go. I got 2 questions down. Everybody's still tied up. Hopefully, I've got this thing figured out, though, Pop Smokes. I've got one tiebreaker question just in case. And then I've got a final tiebreaker question that is going to be in the form of answering something numerically. And it'll be whoever gets closest to the number that will end up taking the win if we get down to that far tonight. Because some of these, I'm teeing you guys up on some of these because it's Halloween and you like your dark gimmicks. I know our audience. I know you guys like dark gimmick wrestling. You like your Undertakers, your Bray Wyatts, all that kind of stuff. So we're going to get to that. But question number 3. Oh, sorry, Pop Smokes.
Malachi. Don't forget
Malachi. Well, Malachi didn't make the list, but what do you mean by dark gimmicks, Bobby? I mean, just, dark gimmicks like Undertaker and Bray Wyatt and stuff like that. Evil gimmicks, the Brood, things like that. You know what I'm talking about, Parrish. Anyway, question number 3. Here's an example. Tyler Mane, former WCW wrestler, has had quite the career in Hollywood. What famous horror villain has he portrayed on the big screen? Is it A, Jason Voorhees, B, Victor Crowley, C, Jacob Goodnight, or D, Michael Myers? The countdown begins now. Papa Smokes, are you familiar with Tyler Mane's work, either in the wrestling ring or in the world of Hollywood?
Not so much. I've heard his name before. I know I've seen an article in a magazine a long time ago about this, but I've got a guess. I think I might be in there.
All right. Well, we're going to get you to get that guess. As soon as we get all our answers in here from the chat. Chat, make sure you're getting those answers in ASAP. We're going to be going to the countdown very shortly. If you're unable to get your answers in, your answer will not count. And I think we're pretty much there. We're going to go down to that count of 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Answers are locked. Papa Smokes, which one do you want to guess on this?
Tyler Main is the big guy, isn't he? He's Jason.
Actually, no, he was not Jason. So Tyler Main, former WCW wrestler, was known for playing Michael Myers in the 2007 reboot of Rob Zombie's Halloween. Yes, Tyler Main was Michael Myers. So again, we've got some points up in the chat for various people. I think Barry Monkey and BDJ are the only ones that don't have locked answers on Michael Myers. So we are going to go and give ticks to the following people. And there we go. So we have had a couple falling behind. So we've got Barry Monkey over on the Twitch side and BDJ on the Twitch side. Yeah, D. Well, D. You're still wrong. It doesn't matter if you said D's or D. That was wrong. Oh, you'll get one of these days. We'll do an Impact special for you, Barry. If you can't win the Impact special one, I don't know, dude. And Bastard saying, sorry to interrupt. 673 subscribers over on the YouTube side for Prairie Pro Wrestling as we keep that sub train going over there and making sure to do that. Sorry, I have to go due to family stuff. Oh, they're amazing. Very sorry that you have to leave early, but family comes first. Thank you always for participating and supporting. We appreciate you being here. I'm bad enough to be. That's funny. That's a good one, Barry. Bad enough to be a YouTuber. Well, we just lost a YouTuber. Dara the Amazing is now out of the running, along with Dara Amazing. Unfortunately, that is due to family. I know that Dara Amazing will return and be back better than ever at the next time that we do WTF Do We Know About Wrestling. Dara Amazing, always one of the ones. I had a former champion on the Twitch side, so we know very knowledgeable, very capable of picking up that. Chris Parrish, 674. We're one away for guaranteeing that release on YouTube this Saturday, Papa Smokes. This is huge. I'm pretty sure we're going to get there and then some. So thank you to everybody who has subscribed to Prairie Pro Wrestling over on YouTube, who has subscribed to everything that we do. We really do appreciate it. It is awesome. And yeah, that's going to be the Halloween costume Battle Royal getting released Saturday on the Prairie Pro Wrestling YouTube. Once we hit that 675, it'll be up there Saturday afternoon for you guys. And it was a doozy. It was fun. We're gonna have some fun with that one.
And so, I was gonna say too about BDJ. He might be in and out here a little bit too with all the papas and dads kicking around here. BDJ is also known as Daddy Cool. He's got a toddler, a very energetic and rambunctious toddler running around his place, so might not be in there on every question.
That's understandable all the time. Always appreciate you being here though and supporting BDJ. It's fantastic. Okay. I'm not Parrish funny, but I'm not putting it on the screen. I have to watch these things. Number 4, question number 4. Leatherface from the Texas Chainsaw Massacre was recently seen on AEW television. Which other iconic horror villain has also appeared on a national wrestling program? Is it A, Pumpkinhead, B, Hannibal Lecter, C, Chucky, or D, Jason Voorhees? Your time starts now. And no, it's not Tony Khan, Parrish, but funny. Very funny.
Tony Khan, he's got those bugged out eyes. He looks kind of like a horror character.
Yeah, he looks like he
drank about 10 pots of coffee, if you know what I mean.
He looks like Dollar Store Jeff Goldblum. Is what so we got answers coming in on this one. Hopefully everybody gets their answers in here soon and locks these in place. Bob Spokes, do you have a guess on who this one is?
Yeah, I believe I do. It's also a recent appearance, isn't it?
No, this one would have
in the
happened quite a
last
while
couple of
ago.
years?
I might
No.
have done it again, possibly. No, I'm not sure. Unless I missed something here. We'll talk about it in just a moment as we're going to the final countdown. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. We do seem to have a chat full of the same answers. Papa Smokes, what one were you thinking?
I'm thinking that it's Chucky.
You would be right, sir. Yes, Chucky, I believe, appeared on WCW television. And that
Oh,
was where, right around the time of the release of Bride of Chucky, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe there was a recent appearance, too, that I'm not familiar with because of the new seasons of the show going on. But that was the one I was referencing to in particular. I've seen a very scary plumber on AEW as well, too. He tends to be a little bit careless on the job, from what I understand. Yeah, Barry Monkey. I
yes.
get the joke you're going with there too. I'm just out of respect. I'm not going to put that one on the screen though, my man. Chucky did appear on 205 Live under the name of MRP. Oh, Parrish, my man. Funny, very funny. So we got to hand out some points here. So we got pretty much points all around the board. Going there, and there. There we go. So some people with 4s, some people's with 3s. Bobby's rolling on the floor laughing, so we know we've done our job for tonight. It's always great when we see those rolling laughter coming from Bobby Stats. As we move on to question number 5, we're halfway through this trivia night. We hope you're having a good time. Number 5, Hell in a Cell is synonymous with the WWE. However, the match is derived from a concept from the first ever Halloween Havoc. What did WCW call this type of match? Was it A, Thunderdome match, B, Devil's Playground, C, Chamber of Horrors, or D, Texas Death Match? Your countdown starts now. Bears just clarifying for people, MRB was on 205 Live, and his old ring name was Chucky Blaze, and this is true. Oh, baby. We've got some pretty much all the same answers coming in. I do stress the very first Halloween Havoc is the underlining part of this question, as the answers seem to be all in here. We're going to go to a countdown of 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Papa Smokes, what would be your guess on this one?
I believe it's number C, the Chamber of Horrors. Is that right?
I have swerved every single last one of you. Everybody picked the Chamber of Horrors matchup, which did not take
What?
place at the very first Halloween Havoc show and was a little bit different in concept. The original matchup was actually called the Thunderdome match, and it was Ric Flair and Sting, I believe, in a tag team. And I can't remember who their opponents were, but the main event was a tag team match inside an enclosed cage known as a Thunderdome match. So swerved everybody that time.
Bullshit, Munson. That's bullshit, Munson.
Yeah,
I don't believe you.
Yeah. BDJ saying, sounds like a lie. Look it up, my man. It's on the internet, and the internet's
right.
always right.
That's right.
I actually went and
It
watched
is
the
a
match
lie.
just to be sure. And yes, Bruno was the guest referee in that matchup. So and that's why I stressed it was the first ever, and it was the main event there. So yeah, gotcha. But it really didn't change the points at all. It just means everybody missed this one, so nobody gaining any additional advantages here. We stay pretty much across the board. I went on the internet and saw a lot of celebrities' feet, so I don't know. Fair enough, Parrish. Fair enough. All right, moving on. Let's see if you guys can pick up some points on this one. As number 6, Bray Wyatt was known for his character work. As the leader of the Wyatt family, he had a very striking resemblance to one Waylon Mercy, who was Dan Spivey, the wrestler. What horror thriller has a lead character that inspired the character of Waylon Mercy? Was it A, Carlito's Way, B, Jacob's Ladder, C, Cape Fear, or D, Psycho? Your time begins now. Papa Smokes, do you know the
That's a
answer to
good
this one?
question. Yes, I do. That's a good question, Munson. I like this one.
Yeah, we got a couple of answers in
Oddly enough, I was
already.
just oddly enough, I was just thinking of Waylon Mercy. Maybe it was calling you Waylon throughout to the battle royal that we were calling.
Oh, it was good. Yeah, that could be the case, but I mean, I was always a fan of Whale of Mercy. I think he was ahead of his time when it came to his promos and everything that he was delivering in the WWF at that point in time. I think they weren't quite ready for a character of his stature. But we got a lot of answers in here. And yes, Parrish says it's because he said Ed Whalen, so thought Whalen Mercy. But yes, I mean, after calling a whole match, saying Ed Whalen the whole time, I could understand the confusion. But we're gonna give you guys a count of 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Papa Smokes. We got mostly similar answers for most of the chat here, but what would your answer to this one be?
I think he looks and seems in his aspect like the guy from Cape Fear. What was his name again? Very scary character played by De Niro.
Portrayed by Mr. Robert De Niro himself in the remake of Cape Fear. But yes, Cape Fear is the answer to that question. And everybody except for Barry Monkey picking up a point on that one. Sorry, Barry. Barry, what era of movies did you grow up in? Maybe that would be a telling tale as to why you didn't know the answer of Cape Fear on that one, or maybe you just didn't watch Whale and Mercy. I mean, that could be the case too. And yes,
do you remember? Was it Poltergeist Part 2 or 3 when there was that scary kind of creature? Skull-faced old man that would show up at their door. He was kind of like Waylon Mercy too.
It might have been the second one. I don't think that was the first one. It definitely wasn't the first one. I'm pretty sure of that.
No.
Yeah.
No.
So pretty sure it was the second one. But yes, we've calculated the points. Barry watches mostly films from before 1960. What is your favorite, Barry? What is the Barry Monkey recommendation from prior to 1960 on the film side? I would like to know, because if it's a good recommendation, I might have to check it out. Because I do like some old movies. I really do like a very big collection of movies that date into all decades, actually. So, and
I like noir a whole bunch. I like black and white mysteries from the 40s and stuff like that.
Those can be really good too. Paris apparently spends his time watching Debbie Does Dallas. Another hit American classic right there, I'm sure. Is that
a lot of copies?
Yeah, I'm sure it did sell a lot of copies. That I don't doubt for a second. Barry's recommending, if it's a comedy, Ask a Policeman from 1938. Barry, let me write this down because there is no way in hell I'm going to remember this. But Ask a Policeman, 1938. I am going to check into that, and I'm going to take up your recommendation. And look at this. Chris Does Calgary apparently is a better movie than Debbie Does. Chris Best Does Calgary. Now the shots are coming out. It's on YouTube. Okay. Well, if it's on YouTube, it's going to be easy to find. Thank you for the recommendation, Barry. Gonna have to check that out. I'm sure I'll have some time this weekend. Maybe check into that then. So we got Bobby saying, hey, Bobby, that's one of my favorites too. It's Halloween or any time of the year. I love me some Ghostbusters. Grew up with Ghostbusters. Fantastic. I like your choice. And apparently, Chris Best Does Calgary can be found on CBRS Entertainment's OnlyFans page. So for a very small price, you can watch Chris Does Calgary out in the cold winters of Canada. Quite comical. Question number 7. Moving on from there. The casket match, and here's where I'm hoping we might get a few people. The casket match is best known for being used by The Undertaker. How many televised casket matches has The Undertaker participated in?
Come on.
Is it A, 15, B, 17, C, 18, or D, 13? Your time starts now. Bubs, folks, I take it you have no effing clue how many it is for sure.
Whoa, come on, man. And okay, so these are just the ones the Undertaker has been in, right? Because other people have had them too, haven't they?
That's right. So just the Undertaker
Okay,
matches. Yeah.
okay.
We have Barry
Well,
Monkey already
yeah,
coming in with an answer there. Hopefully everybody else starts getting their answers. You got a number in mind there, Papa Smokes? There's something
well,
ringing a bell for
no,
you?
but I can guess just like anybody else, I suppose.
Sorry, guys. Let me repeat those answers because I see a couple of answers coming in that weren't on the list. So the choices were A, 15, B, 17, C, 18, or D, 13. And I know you might be trying to swerve me with that, but double check your stats, you guys, because if you're trying to say that, I actually had to do some extra digging into this question to confirm the amount. So bear with me on this one. Hey, Astrid's up in the house. Astrid, how are you doing? And it looks like we got Andre, that Canada guy, now joining the frame on the Twitch side. So, Andre, I'm writing your name down. See if you can make a dent in these questions here. We do have some changed answers. I will give a little bit of extra time because of the changed answers. Hello, Andre. How are you doing, sir? Check out that Canada dude, Andre, and Melball Collins, giving you all the best in Japanese wrestling conversation over on their channel. And also check out Andre C. joining Ed Fries right after this for Loki Season 2 talk on Marvel Talk. It's going to be great. So we got some answers coming in on all ends of the fence here. So we're going to give you guys a countdown of 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. So we got Papa Smokes being chanted here by that Canada dude. I'm gonna maybe have to. I'll talk to you guys about this in a second with this answer. But Papa Smokes, is there a answer you want to give to this one first?
Yeah, like I said, I'm gonna have to guess, maybe along with everybody else. I don't know who would know this, but I'm going with, because the theme is things that are scary and spooky, I'm going with 13.
Fair enough. So here's the catch. I went and did the research. I checked a couple of different sites with the references to what the matches were and looked up the matches, counted a couple different times. And I know a lot of people answered 16 when it wasn't on the list. And it does claim in some places that he's 12-4 in casket matches. So if you said 16, I'll still give it to you. 17 is what I had written down. And I counted 17 when I went through that list over and over and over again. So I'm going to say if you said 16, I'll give you the point. If you said 17, I'll also give you the point because there is that argument online that it's 16. So I'll give it to you because this one took me a long time to study and try to figure out. And at the end of the day, I was still a little puzzled about it. So I'm going to go through this.
Munson, it was the Godfather or Papa Shango, one of the ones that beat him.
Yokozuna beat him in one. I think Shawn Michaels beat him in another. If I'm not mistaken, Papa Shango never fought him in a casket match. Not that I recall, but yeah, I'm really not too sure. But anyway,
Kamala.
Yeah, Kamala, he definitely did. He beat Kamala for sure. And I think he fought Kama Mustafa, if I'm not mistaken, not Papa Shango. So anyway, for points, though, we're going to give one to Barry Monkey there, who said 17. CBRS Entertainment, Chris Best is going to get a point for the 16 answer, along with our man Chris Parrish is also going to get it for that as well too, along with that Canada guy. Because again, I don't want to screw anybody on this one because it was kind of a tough one to get. So yeah, but so there is a ton of sources to say it's 16. So that's, again, anyone who originally said 16 is getting the point. If you said 17, because that's what I had written down, you also get the point because that's what I had written. So we're going to give it for both cases there. So I've given the points across the board to everybody who said either 16 or 17. Chris Best mentioning that I believe Gold Dust beat him in one as well. Barry says 17 is correct. I demand 2 points. Hey, you could have got 2 points. You could have been on YouTube and Twitch answering.
Well, this is the thing, trying to look up facts with WWE. They don't ascribe to facts. They don't care if the history is accurate. They want to tell it the way they want it heard, you know?
That's right. Yeah. And Parrish also saying the Vader beat Taker in a casket match as well, too.
Oh.
So very, very interesting. Again, great question. A lot of you were on top of things. So it's good on you. Good points all around. This game's just heating up as we're getting closer to the end. Getting there. Question number 8. The first WWE/WWF. Oh,
Munson, you're still on mute.
I think we're better now. There we go. Thank you, everybody.
Yeah.
Sorry about
Yeah.
that. I do apologize. So we're going to go back to question number 8 before I rudely interrupted this game. Question number 8. The first WWE WWF Buried Alive match saw The Undertaker face off against which longtime rival? Was it A, Kane, B, Psycho Sid, C, Mankind, or D, Yokozuna? Your time begins now. Papa Smokes, are you aware of who this one is?
I'm not sure about the first one. I only remember one of those. Did all those guys have buried alive matches with them?
Well, I know that
I know
I
one
think
for sure.
I think only one did out of the list, if I'm not mistaken. That's the
Okay.
one that's the answer. So,
Yeah,
as far as I
sweet.
know, but I'm not sure. Maybe somebody could fact check that for me. There we go, Basser. Before we get to the answer here, saying that we hit our 675 subscribers over on YouTube for Prairie Pro Wrestling. That is awesome. Always keep them coming. If we can get more, we always will take more. But the fact that we got to 675 means that we definitely are going to see that Halloween costume battle royal from Ring of Horrors 2 that took place this last Saturday is going to be released this Saturday on our YouTube channel. So thank you to everybody who subscribed to Prairie Pro Wrestling over on YouTube to make that happen. We took a jump from 620 subscribers to 675 subscribers in just a few days. Fantastic. Love you guys for that. Great news. And this one ends in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I'm pretty sure I'm going to be giving points across the board. Papa Smokes, let's get your answer.
I'm going with Mankind.
And then you will join the rest of everybody else in picking up points here, my friend, because it was Mankind. And we're giving points all around there. There we go. Paris saying, how about Olay releases it with commentary from the Brunch Busters on Busting Out? Well, interesting. It will be available, so we could play it. It does have commentary over it, but I could put the raw file on it and do a Brunch Buster take on it if you would like to do that. That is something we haven't tried before. It's something that would be interesting. So let us release it on Saturday, and you and I could talk about that. That is a very strong possibility. BDJ, we don't want to know about what your Socko went through. That was living hell, I'm sure. Moving on from there. We got a couple more questions for you guys, and then we might have to go to some tiebreakers, Papa Smokes, because we got a tight race here, both on Twitch and the YouTube side of things. We got Andre C. saying Kane was Taker's final buried alive match. There we go. So Kane did. Thank you, Andre, for looking that one up. That is fantastic stat to add to that question. Question number 9 for you crazy folks out there. It's Charles Wright, a.k.a. the Godfather, once portrayed a voodoo practitioner known by what name? Funny we said it earlier already. Hope you were paying attention. Was it A, the Soul Taker, B, Baron Samdi, C, Papa Shango, or D, Dr. Kananga?
Oh, like those choices.
Yeah, it's not too bad, eh? We got some coming
Yeah.
in. Bobby, have we met him before? Who are we referencing? We're talking. Oh, yes, Charles Wright. Of course, our good buddy Charles Wright that was not liking his lack of people at his merch table and decided to come hang out with Basser and Bobby at a local wrestling show there. Tapped me on the shoulder, said, mind if if I chill with you and your bro here at ringside and watch the matches, like, hell yeah. You come sit down there, pal. You come watch the good matches with us. Let us know your take on this shit. It was great. So,
Watch out, Munson. You'll be in the middle of a whole train right away.
oh, he brought one. He brought one with him there to little old Warman, Saskatchewan that night. Yeah, Andre. Yeah, he's a cool dude, Andre. It was great. I was hoping that he'd come light up a big fatty that I had rolled before the program there, but it seemed like he had to get on with his evening. Maybe he's not into the fatty smoking that he once was once upon a time.
Yeah, I doubt that.
And Parrish, I wish I got booked, man. If somebody wanted to put me in a hoe train, I'd do it. I'd take that booking. I had to go make my own bookings, dude. You know that. I had to go seek it out. I had to go in there. I had to get my way in through the door, tell them that I know something. And they believed me, trusted me for 7 years. More fool them. No, it's all good.
But
We've had fun.
would you be just a hoe or a bumping hoe, Munson? Because that's a big difference.
Oh, I could take a bump. I've taken a bump before. I'll do that.
Yeah.
I can be a bumping hoe.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like the sounds of it. But anyway, I think we've got all our answers in here. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. But come aboard the busting out train, as in busting out, and the train goes off the rails. I think Parrish needs to unretire and have a male train. I agree, Parrish. Get your ass out of retirement. I'm sure there's a lot of companies who want to get Chris Parrish back in the ring. I know that we've been pushing him that direction ourselves too. We'd like to see Chris Parrish get in the ring. And oh, look at this. Is this an official announcement, Parrish? Is this official that you're going to wrestle in 2024? Is this going to happen for sure? Don't tease us like this, my man.
Oh yeah.
And Bobby, we all miss Becca when she's not on TV. We certainly do. Agreed with you there. And
doesn't the ankle bracelet look so good on her though?
Yeah. She's being kept back by that evil record company, keeping their star locked up. BDJ saying, can we get a comeback ticker for Chris Parrish? That's a great idea.
A countdown.
Parrish, nice try, but I'm not going to put that one on the screen. Good one, though. Anyway, 10th and final question before we have to go to a bunch of tie-breaking stuff here. 10th question. The Brood were a trio group of vampires led by Gangrel and featuring Edge and Christian. Which other team has been tag team has been associated with the Brood? Was it A, the Young Bucks, B, the Hardy Boys, C, the Dudley Boys, or D, the Brothers of Destruction? Your countdown begins now. Papa Spokes, are you familiar with which other tag team were at the side of Mr. Gangrel?
Not really, but I have a feeling, so I'm going to go with my feeling.
All right.
You got to try and imagine the time frames and everything of these questions.
For sure. We got the answers are coming in hot on the chat side of things. People getting their answers in. 676 on the YouTube side for Prairie Pro Wrestling. We keep going up. This rate, we're going to be up over that 700 mark by this weekend, Pop Spokes. It's an exciting time for Prairie Pro Wrestling. We're gunning for hitting over that 1,000 subscriber mark in 2024. It's going to be great. And Parrish says he wins automatically because he's followed by Gangrel. You can't just throw your business dealings in as like a to hell with all the rest of you kind of thing. I mean, applaud you for getting to work with such greats like that. And again, it's a testament to your own career, but it's not like bonus points here, bro. That's not how it works on this game. I know you just did, and I just snuffed it right back out. Like the end of my joint, just done. Just like that. And just like this question's done in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You're all getting points. You all got the answer, but Papa Smokes, what would you say?
Is it the Hardy Boys?
It is the Hardy Boys, Papa Smokes. And Chris Parrish saying, I ain't no end of a joint. I am the fatty part. You bastard. Points all around across the board for everybody here. So what this means is we have some tiebreakers to do, and I will tell you who is still in the running for the title. Andre, of course, we appreciate you joining in, but out on account of not being here at the start. But hope that next time around you come at the beginning if you're able to, because man, you were on fire. You answered all the questions correct here, so I have a feeling, Andre, that you will have an opportunity to possibly be a future champion here on WTF Do We Know About Wrestling Pub Trivia Night. BDJ claiming he was robbed. He was robbed here tonight, Papa's folks. But yes, BDJ, you have been eliminated, my man. This time is not your night. You got to train up and get ready for the next one. So we have got currently Bobby Stats. Our champion on YouTube is still in the running on the YouTube side. Barry Monkey still answering questions that I'm not sure were even asked, but thank you, Barry, for the see. But unfortunately, Barry, that's a see you next time because you're out of this one, my friend. But no, stick around and listen, because we got to crown our champs here tonight. But the two champs are still in the running because Chris Best, CBRS Entertainment, still in the running over on the Twitch side of things, as well as Chris Parrish. Chris Parrish is on both the YouTube and Twitch side. So we have got Parrish possibly able to overthrow both champions on both sides of the fence. Meanwhile, the champions are holding on. Bobby and Chris Best holding on to those belts, looking to retain as we're going to our first of two tiebreaker questions. If we finish it up here, then we won't have to go to the final one, but we're going to start right here, right now. All right, so for those still participating on this tiebreaker to decide who wins the belts tonight, your question is, the main event of Halloween Havoc 1991, was it A, Lex Luger versus Ron Simmons, B, Vader versus Cactus Jack, C, Sting versus Jake Roberts, or D, Ricky Steamboat versus Brian Pillman? Your time starts now, and I am going to cut this short because I don't want you guys Googling this. Quickly, give me an answer ASAP. We got Parrish coming in with an answer. I'm going to accept that for both your Twitch and YouTube side, Parrish, just so we make sure we get that in there. Yeah, we got in there. Barry answering the question, even though he's out, and he answered E, which it wasn't even an option. We got Chris Best's answer. Bobby, I need your answer. Just waiting on Bobby here on the YouTube side to give us an answer.
Come on, Bobby.
Come on, Bobby. Don't want to have to catch you out on a technicality. You got this. You're holding on strong, champ. Get in there. All right. Oh, that wasn't even an option, Bobby. We're talking about we're talking about Halloween Havoc 1991, my man. I'll give you 5 more seconds to answer. You got Luger, Simmons, you got Vader, Cactus Jack, Sting versus Jake the Snake, Ricky Steamboat versus Brian Pillman. So, Bobby, just if you can give me a quick answer to one of the ones that we picked there, I just want to get your answer in. If you can, right away. All right, we got the answers in. Answers are all locked. We've got the same answer across the board.
All right.
Folks, would you know this one?
I think it might be Vader versus Cactus Jack.
Actually, this one was Lex Luger and Ron Simmons. And, of course, our champions and Chris Parrish getting the answers there and sticking with this thing. So here's the one that I know will finish this contest off for sure, because we could be here all night because you guys are obviously know something about wrestling or are very, very quick at Googling shit. Either way, we've still got a tiebreaker to finish up. So I have got a question here, and it is numerical. And it is completely something that none of you will know the exact answer to. But Papa Smokes and I have been raving about a certain Halloween costume battle royal from Prairie Pro Wrestling that will now officially be released on our channel this Saturday. This type of matchup, let's just say Prairie Pro Wrestling doesn't have any matchup longer than approximately 30 minutes and nothing shorter than about 5. This matchup in minutes will land somewhere between 5 minutes and 30 minutes. I want to know in seconds, how many seconds was the entire video for the Halloween costume battle royal the closest to, whether over or under, will get the win on both sides of the fence. Your time, and I will wait until we have actual answers. And that is time in seconds for the entire length of the match. We got Parrish's answer on YouTube, which I'm sure will be his answer on Twitch. We're just waiting on Bobby and Chris Best to answer in seconds. I like what Chris Best did on his answer here. All right, so we might not have solved the problem entirely here. We might have to try something else. So Bobby answering the same as Chris Parrish over on the YouTube side of the fence at 1560. So we have the exact same answer on YouTube. So either way, the YouTube side is still undecided. So we've got Parrish saying 1560 on Twitch and Chris Best saying 1561 like a good Price is Right player would. And Chris Best, the actual answer, 1,627.8 seconds for the full Halloween costume battle royal video, making Chris Best CBRS Entertainment still the Twitch Trivia International Intercontinental Champion of the world. Yes, congratulations, Chris Best. But we still have a YouTube side of things to go with. The price is wrong, Bobby. That's great. So Chris Parrish and also Bobby, the reigning champ over on YouTube. Quickly, ASAP answers. Don't look at each other's answers. Don't copy each other's answers. From start to finish, what would that be in minutes? And that could include the seconds on there, whatever it is, point whatever. You let me know. Chris Best with his answer. If you can get it closest to with even the seconds added to the end of it, that can help too. Bobby, I need an answer from you. How many minutes is that matchup? Bobby going 29. Chris Parrish going 28. The match lasted 27.36 seconds, making Chris Parrish the new YouTube champion on WTF. Do we know about Wrestling Pub Trivia Night? They have got a new champion once again. Bobby, you defended valiantly, my friend, taking it all the way to a triple overtime against Parrish. What a battle we had. Great night of trivia, and congratulations, Chris Best on the great defense, and also Chris Parrish on becoming the new champion. What a night.
My word, all kinds of drama, new champions, new everything. We're never going to hear the end of this now that Parrish has got one of these belts. He's going to wear this belt with pride and defend it verbally all over Ole podcasts.
Yeah, the Raw Watch Along team prevailed. They're going to be bragging it up on Monday night there on the stream that they've got both the belts. That means that the rest of you got to brush up on that knowledge, because we're going to be having our November WTF. Do we know about Wrestling Pub Trivia Night coming up? Don't know when. Again, probably in about 3 to 4 weeks. You can imagine we're going to come back with another one of these pub trivias. Our most favorite time of the calendar year. We love doing pub trivia with you guys. And again, congratulations to the champions. Bob Spokes, it's been a great night. We got Bobby saying it was great to defend his title against Chris Parrish. And you took the fight to Parrish, Bobby. I'm impressed. I'm not too sure. Papa Smokes, have you frozen up on us? Yeah, Papa Smokes. We lost Papa Smokes for a second there. He's back. Guess who's back? Papa Smokes is back.
I'm back.
All right. But yeah, Bobby was just saying it was great to defend his title against Chris Parrish. That was great. We've never seen it go to triple overtime like that. I thought we were going to squash that thing by the second round, but Bobby going all the way 3 rounds of overtime with Chris Parrish for a crown of champ.
Yeah, you did great, Bobby. What a battle.
Sounds good. Yes, Andre, you and Ed going live in 15 minutes with Marvel Talk. That is going to be great. So everybody make sure that you check out Our Local Establishment on Twitch and YouTube, watching Marvel Talk with Andre C. and Ed Fries coming up in exactly 15 minutes, which means, Papa Smokes, you and I, we got to get our shit together here and get off the stream so we can make room for our good friends. Bobby Petito will always be my champion no matter the platform. Bobby Stats is a champ for life.
There you go.
We love Bobby
There
Stats.
you go.
That's right. Thank you so much, Chris Parrish. Bobby, you're fantastic, man, and we hope you're gonna come back and battle Parrish again at the next WTF. Do we know about pub trivia night? Basser, thank you for helping get those subs up tonight. Good night to you as well too. BDJ,
brother.
thanks as always for being here. Love having you here, talking some stuff. Again, if you're sticking with us for a little bit, we're going to be putting up tickers. We're going to be raiding out to somebody, all that fun stuff. We also got to mention Rogue Energy because we got to pay those bills. And head on over to rogueenergy.com where you can use the promo code OLEPODS for 10% off your order. That saves you some money and it gets us some money in the pocket so we keep the lights on and keep giving you great content from all the contributors here at Our Local Establishment. Papa Smokes, your super ticker is up there, my friend. Where can the good people find you?
Just get pumped when that ticker comes on there with my name. So exciting. But anyway, if you want to see some old wrestling retweeted by Papa Smokes, I don't say a lot, but I like to retweet cool old clips and cool old matches on Elon Musk's Free Speech Wonderland, also known as X. I can be found at smokes_Papa. If you want to check me out on Twitch, don't have much up over there either, but you can talk to me on Twitch at Papa_Smokes_.
Bobby, we appreciate it. Thank you for enjoying the show today. As Chris Best saying, with his new title, he appoints Bobby Stats as the greatest, there it is, the greatest YouTube trivia champion of all time. Right there. So a great accolade there from Chris Parrish. But that was where you can find Papa Smokes. Down below is where you can find me. I'm Bobby Munson. I'm all over those different socials that you see down there. I also have my own personal channel over on Twitch. It's @videobro_Bobby Munson, where you can see me doing some bad gaming once I get back into the swing of things. You can also, of course, catch myself, Papa Smokes, usually over on on Prairie Pro Wrestling on a Saturday, but we're being replaced this Saturday, Papa Smokes, by Ed Whalen and Jesse the Body Ventura for that costume battle royal. It's going to be an absolute riot. So we are going to be raiding out there for you guys. I'm also going to be this Sunday with my Brunch Buster brother and new YouTube champion, Chris Parrish, this Sunday for Busting Out. So you're going to want to make sure to tune into that. As we also celebrated 1 year this week of Our Local Establishment, we want to thank everybody who has supported and done anything to help out Our Local Establishment over the past year. We appreciate every single last one of you. Heading on the Twitch side to Jay Lee Beans. It's over on Twitch there. So hopefully you're enjoying her program. And on the YouTube side, we thank you once again for joining in and participating. In the meantime and in between time, though, people, take care of one another, be good, and we'll see you next week on Ring Respect Radio. Bye, everybody.